Hi, I want to give you a quick demo of App-in-a-Box, Yes or No Site, which is a very simple, kind of maybe even a little silly demo of a sort of complicated thing, which is I'm going to use Google Cloud to create a yes or no question, right? And the question I'm going to use is it time for holiday break? Is it holiday break yet? And the answer is no, unfortunately, for right now. But what I'm going to do is create a mini site using cloud storage and then cloud domains, cloud DNS, and cloud load balancer in order to secure the site and serve it. So the important thing to here is I really want to point this out that I'm in Google Domains, and you'll say, is it holidaybreakyet.com? And you'll notice I don't own it, right? I could buy it if I wanted to, but I don't own it currently. So I'm going to go ahead and at the App-in-a-Box site, you'll see that there's this command open in Google Cloud Shell. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you'll see when I do, I get this message to open it in Cloud Shell. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. And now what it's doing is it's pulling down the GitHub repo and prompting me to run the commands that are listed there. So I'm going to go ahead and start this process off, and we'll see exactly what happens here. Okay, enter the domain of the yes or no site. Is it holidaybreakyet.com? Enter the answer for this site. Unfortunately, it is no at the moment. Enter the ID of the project that will host the site. I have one that I'm just going to paste in here. And now it's going ahead. Now, the first thing it needs to do is enable a whole bunch of services, and you'll see that it did that pretty quickly. And now it's giving me this message, which is, and this is really important, this is not reversible. If I'm going to buy a domain, I gotta commit to buying it. It's $12. It's going to get charged directly to my Google Cloud billing account. But what's great is I won't have to go back and forth between multiple sites in order to get this done. It'll just be there and installed. So yes, I am committed to this. Okay. So there's going to be a break here in a second, but long story short, in order to register a domain, you have to type in a whole bunch of information. I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to show it in the video because, I want people to know where I live. Now it's going through and is actually registering the domain. Now it's important to note that I skipped a step, which is collecting my contact data. It's important that you don't want to share your contact data. So it will ask you for your data. It'll store it locally on your Cloud Shell account, and then that's the only place where it shows up, and it transmits it to register the domain. But then when it registers the domain, it does the private mode, so that won't be exposed publicly, just in case anyone's worried about it. Now we're setting up all of the architecture that goes along with this. And now we're checking to see if the website is actually up. And there you see it says our domain has been created, and there's a link to it, and I can go click on that in a second. It points out that the SSL version, the HTTPS version, will take up to an hour just because of SSL cert provisioning process. But the non-secure version of the site is ready, and I'm going to go click on it. See that it opened, and there we go. Is it holidaybreakyet.com? No. Now, this is a little bit of a gimmick, right? Create a silly yes or no site, but you could use the same process to build your own microsites within seconds or within minutes, just like I did with this. So it's important to note that this video is a little bit sped up. The whole process took about 5 minutes for it to be up and operational. So go to the site, check it out, check out the GitHub repo, and pull down and make your own microsites.